So you're a leader who's ready to really harness the power of AI, but you want to do it smartly, avoid those headline-grabbing pitfalls. You are absolutely in the right place. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through a clear, actionable blueprint for mastering AI governance. And believe me, this isn't just about compliance. It's about turning responsibility into a serious competitive advantage. Here's what we've got on tap. First, we'll dig into why AI governance is just not optional anymore. Then we'll look at the core principles you need to build trust. After that, we'll navigate the, let's be honest, complex world of regulations. And finally, we'll get practical and talk about how you put this all into practice to forge a winning AI strategy. All right, let's start with the big question. Why should you care so much about AI governance? Well, because it's way more than just a box-ticking exercise. It's a core strategic imperative for any modern business. This quote from the IAP just nails it, doesn't it? AI has this incredible, almost unbelievable potential, but it also comes packed with some pretty significant risks. Governance is simply the art and science of mastering that balance. Now, let's get something straight. AI governance is not about slowing down innovation. Not at all. It's about building the guardrails that actually let you innovate safely. It's how you make sure every AI system you deploy actually reflects your company's values and earns the public's trust. And this is a really critical idea to get your head around. AI isn't just about code and data centers. It's what we call a socio-technical system. What that means is, to get it right, you need more than just your tech wizards. You need your ethics people, your legal team, even sociologists, all working together. Okay, so if governance gives us the guardrails, what exactly are we protecting? This leads us straight to the foundational principles of trustworthy AI. I mean, what does a good AI system even look like in the real world? These right here, these are the pillars. They are absolutely non-negotiable for any AI project you launch. If you nail these, you're building trust with everyone, customers, regulators, your own team. But if you get them wrong, you're not just risking a compliance headache, you're risking your brand. And if you want a perfect example of what happens when this goes wrong, look no further than Microsoft's Tay chatbot. It's the classic cautionary tale. Without the right governance, without those guardrails, it took less than 24 hours for it to become a PR nightmare. That's the risk we're talking about. All right, let's talk regulations. I know, the global rulebook for AI can look like a giant, tangled mess. But the good news is, it's really being built around a few core, consistent ideas. These are the big ones you need to have on your radar. From the EU's AI Act to the NIST framework here in the US. These aren't just polite suggestions. They are actively setting the global standard for responsible AI. This is what regulators and auditors are going to be asking you about. And the EU AI Act is a fantastic example of the single biggest trend in AI regulation, a risk-based approach. It's pretty simple, really. Not all AI is treated the same. The level of risk your system has, from totally prohibited all the way down to minimal, tells you exactly how much governance you need. And this isn't just a European thing. This model is popping up everywhere. Okay, so this brings us to the most critical part, the how. How do we take all these big ideas and lofty principles and actually make them real in our day-to-day work? Here's the key takeaway on this slide. Governance cannot be an afterthought. You can't just bolt it on at the end and hope for the best. It has to be woven into every single stage of the AI lifecycle, right from the very beginning. You have to be constantly on the lookout for things like bias or model drift. That's when a model's performance gets worse over time because the real world changes. And this is what it looks like when you do it right. A governed process leaves a clear, auditable trail. Tools like these, fact sheets, show an AI model's purpose, where its data came from, how it's performing. Basically, it's everything you need to show you're being accountable. So, building that internal infrastructure is just essential. You need to have clear roles. Who's the chief ethics officer? You need a central inventory so you actually know what AI you have running. And you have to invest in the right people and the right tools to automate monitoring and manage all this risk at scale. So we've covered the why, the what, and the how. We've laid out the whole blueprint. The final, and really the most important step, is turning all this knowledge into action. And that's the question every single leader needs to be asking right now. Because being proactive about governance isn't just about defense anymore. In a world that is frankly drowning in AI hype, having a mature, responsible AI program is a massive competitive advantage. It's a signal of quality. It builds incredible trust. Look, mastering AI governance isn't a one-and-done project. It's a journey. Everything we've talked about today, that's your starting point. The real work starts when you build a strategy that's tailored for your organization. So, if you're ready to take that next step, let's have a conversation. Reach out. Let's start building your responsible AI future together.